I got a comment recently.
People always say,
It's easy to change your self-image, but nobody actually explains how. So today I want to explain it, because this is something I had to learn the slow way, through lived experience. And once I understood the mechanism, everything shifted. We're not born with a self-image. It's something that gets constructed piece by piece from what we were told, what we experience, and what we start to believe about ourselves. The word self originally meant one's own person, and the word image comes from a root meaning a likeness, a representation. So a self-image literally means the picture we carry of who we think we are. And like any picture, it can be changed. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Carl Jung. Our self-image forms through repetition. The same thoughts, the same feedback, the same emotions, again and again. Each experience lays down a pathway in the nervous system. The body remembers. The feelings that match our story get memorized until emotion becomes the story. Here's the part almost nobody mentions. The emotions attached to our self-image become chemically addictive. When you feel shame, guilt, or fear, your brain releases a familiar cocktail of chemicals. The body begins to crave that feeling, even when it hurts. Familiarity equals safety to the nervous system. So when you try to change, your body often says, wait, this doesn't feel safe, and it pulls you back to the known identity. So how do we loosen that attachment? The first real step is awareness, learning to hear your thoughts. Mindfulness and simple meditation practice give you the skill of observing instead of fusing. Try this simple practice when a strong thought shows up, like I'm not enough. Pause. Name the thought out loud or in your head. There's the thought, I'm not enough. Name the feeling that comes with it. Maybe it's a tightness, a sinking. Don't argue with it, just watch. Over time, you'll notice those thoughts earlier in the day, in the scroll, when you hesitate, when you shrink away. Naming them is the crack in the trance. Between stimulus and response, there's a space. In that space is our power to choose. Viktor Frankl. Here's what changed it for me. I learned to play the banjo at 37. I didn't think I had musical talent. I genuinely believed I wasn't musical. But I decided to prove to myself that the old identity wasn't absolute. So I practiced, I took lessons, I repeated the same phrases and patterns until my fingers remembered them, before my mind did. I didn't wait to feel like a musician. I acted like one, and action built the nervous system's safety. The muscle memory, the emotion of doing, the small wins. Over time, that repetition created belief. I didn't become a musician because I believed it first. I believed it because I did it. Every action is a vote for the person you are becoming. James Clear. Remember, these old identities often serve us. I'm not good enough can protect us from trying and from risking rejection. The ego prefers being right to being uncertain. That safety is exactly why change feels threatening. You're asking the nervous system to relearn what safety looks like. People will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own soul. Carl Jung. So here's the method that actually works. 3 pillars you can start today. Awareness. Practice catching the thought and naming the feeling. Meditation helps you get quiet enough to do this. Number 2, choice. Deliberately choose a new identification, not because you believe it yet, but because you're directing your life. Number 3, action. Do the things the new identity would do. Repetition creates proof, and proof builds belief. A tiny practical example of your new identity is creative person. Then do one small creative act today. 10 minutes of sketching, recording a short voice memo of an idea, or posting a single photo. Not to show the world, to show your nervous system. Also, don't expect the negative voice to disappear overnight. It will still whisper. The trick is to override it through action until the whispers lose their power. That's how the nervous system learns a new baseline of safety. Your self-image isn't destiny. It's a habit, a picture you've practiced, and you're the one who can paint a new one. So here's a tiny thing you can do right now. Pick one small action the version of you want to be would do today. Do it. That action will be your first vote for a new identity. You are not the image, you are the awareness behind it. Awareness is the greatest agent for change. Eckhart Tolle.